Alright guys, welcome back to another game of Valheim. Today, the goal is to kill the Elder. So, we're going to have to build up a little bit more armor, I think. Get some bronze leggings and a helmet. And then upgrade our axe, because we're going to use the axe against the Elder because he's made of wood. That kind of just makes sense, right? And then I think we'll be set for going after the Elder. So we'll check on our copper stuff here. So we've got 36, 127 copper that's getting built, plus the 10 that's in here. Oh, that's cool. Plus the 10 that's in there. So 137. So we might need to get, so it's 2 copper for 1 tin to make bronze. So trying to do math in my head on stream is not always smart. So 137 divided by 2, that is what? 67-ish? Just to ballpark it, I guess. Whatever. That's about 60 some odd bronze that we'll be able to make. Which let us upgrade some things. I don't have my axe over here, so I'll put it away because carrying all that bronze. Where did my bow go? Did I put the bow somewhere? I put it in here. Whew, I thought I lost some of my gear. I forgot where I put it. Alright, so my boar is still getting scared for no reason, which is slowing down his taming. That's okay. I don't care about that too much. What I do care about is our crops. So we got 6 minutes, about 8 minutes. And that's real time, so you can pick up quite a bit of it. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to cut down some trees to keep that going, because we need a lot of wood to keep that continuing to produce for us while we're gone. So I'm just trying to find a nice, I guess just start cutting from here. Go down it, not up it. We're just collecting wood again, just to fill up the container next to our coal smelter, so that way we can leave it without any worries, and hopefully it'll get all that copper made. Then we'll need to go out and get some more tin, I think. That's more like it. I'm going to cut down this one. Hopefully it goes that way. That didn't work out very well. What's up? Trees down at once, that's good. Get a little bit of after I collect all these trees that I've already cut down. I'm gonna go to sleep for the night. And we'll for sure have enough wood, I think, to let this ore smelting finish. Hopefully we'll have a bunch of copper tomorrow. Game time. Pick up a little bit of copper. I have 51. We'll have what, 70-ish bronze. So that'll be plenty for us to at least upgrade some of the things we need to upgrade. This morning we have 12 picked up. And we can make 3 of these. So that's 15 bronze, which now will let us make bronze buckler. We don't really need that right now. We do need the leggings and the helmet. So we're going to go ahead and make those. Put them on. Give us a little bit more protection that we'll need to survive the next fight. Now we'll upgrade. Oh, we need more of the other scraps to upgrade our bronze axe. And on cue, my boar just got scared for no reason. Alright, our carrot should be done. So let's go get our cultivator. My mic is quiet. Turn that up a little bit. How's that? Is that better? So pick these up real quick. Now we'll actually be able to make some good food. but we're gonna plant 20 of those things back. So that'll give us 60 seeds. So those 10 will give us 60 seeds back. Quieter than the gameplay sounds. Alright, let me push this down. I can bring this back up. I'm only doing little adjustments, so let me know how it goes. Alright, carrots. We're going to put up. Yeah, we're going to put the carrots up here. Sure. Carrots are going right there. See how much honey we can get. Nah, we'll leave that there for now. And then, what's next? Put the hoe away. Or not the hoe, but the cultivator away. I wonder if we can make any... Oh, I need to go out and collect more boar leather so I can upgrade the axe. Alright, so we'll cut this tree down real quick. Coming through better now? Alright, thanks. Cut that tree down, and then we're going to go just find some boar to kill. And some deer. Stamina. So you need stamina to be able to pull your bow back and shoot it. Alright. Collect more raspberries for the boar. Right here. If we find a 1-star or a 2-star boar, we are definitely going to try and take them back to base, because they're better than a no-star boar like I have right now. Let's see, where are we going to go here? So we'll go up in this area up here, see if there's any boar to collect. Boar and deer, we need both of them, so... Boar over here on this little island. Let's see what kind of boar these are. They look like one regular boar. Yeah, they are. That gave us 4 leather. That's not a lot. It's not enough to really upgrade anything. There's a bunch of deer ahead. Let's see if we can get eyes on these deer. There's one right there. Except I don't want... There's another one right there. That scared the other one. Scared one. That's what I was afraid of, was hitting a tree. Oh, come on. I'll calm down and I'll come get them later. Alright, boar. Boar is easy because they will come to you. Deer like to run from you, and they continue running forever. I'm pretty sure I checked out this building here. But let's check it out again just in case. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Alright, another boar is over here. Where are you at, boar? There you are. Thank you. Alright, what else we got around us? We have neck. I don't really care about them. Let's keep going north a little bit, get some more boar. We won't have to do this if my last boar didn't die in the raid that happened. They were already tame, and all I needed to do was build them a protective housing so they wouldn't die from raids. But instead they died from a raid. Man, there's a lot of oaks over here. There's 3 there, 1 right there, and 1 right there. And there's another one way back there. So if we ever need fine wood, we know where to go. Any boar? How much do I have? I have 7 leather. Alright. So once we get that rotation of carrots going, we'll be making 40 carrots every rotation, which will give us plenty of carrots to make carrot soup, and then there's deer soup, which will give us more health and stamina per bite compared to the honey. And so what's the point of the game? Is to explode animals? Right now it is. Yeah, we need the materials that the animals are giving us, but what I'm trying to do right now is collect materials to upgrade my gear, so then we can go kill the next boss, the Elder. And the next boss is down here. So I already built, last episode I put a portal here in preparation for the battle. So this episode we're actually prepping for the battle itself by upgrading our gear, mainly the axe and armor, and making sure that they are ready to take the damage that the Elder will give us if we get hit. I don't plan on getting hit by the Elder too much, but if he does, I don't want him to one-shot me. And I need to mark this. It is marked, okay. And we might come back here and just fight the first boss a couple times to get us. So what fighting the first boss a couple times will give us is a bunch of gear, magic gear, and the magic gear will let us have more magic materials after we disenchant them. he's also in Germany doing things, so I'm sure that he would be here if he could. I actually talked to him earlier this morning. He was so he's choosing you over me. I get it. All right, that's fair though. There's a troll over here. Let's go ahead and kill this troll. I think I'm good enough now. I've got the spear, and if I'm lucky, I can snipe him real quick without him noticing me. I'll kill this Greydor first. Okay, let's see if I can get a shot at this guy's head. I'm just guessing here. I hit him. Alright, there is a technique with trolls that they can cut down trees for you very easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw him out here and have him knock down these oak trees for me, because why not? Where are they? Where are the oak trees? This way. And he'll follow me for a while. Alright, big guy. Knock down this tree for me. And this way. Face this way and knock down the tree for me. Oh, that was a bit too quick. Alright. Keep hitting the tree for me, buddy. Thank you. I will collect this wood, and we'll move over to the next one. Can you knock this one down for me, please? One more time, buddy. You can do it. Thank you. Kind of fighting the tree falling on me and the troll at the same time. See, this would have taken me like 10 hits just to break this thing in half, whereas him, he does it in one. Alright, we're gonna just do this one and I'm gonna kill you. One more time. Thank you. Don't want my stamina to go down too far. Easy win. Alright, now we got a whole bunch of stuff. And a long way to go. So I'm going to mark this real quick. Just so I can remember. I don't want to leave trolls alone. You should have seen it on my second stream. A troll didn't leave me alone and he died. Or he killed me first and then I had to take revenge on him. But I'm stronger now. so I can take down trolls anytime I want. Alright, so we're gonna probably grab our cart and come back and collect all that wood and troll guts and stuff. I mean troll hide. I'm 100% full. I have 300 out of 300 inventory weight, so I can't really collect anything else as much as I'd like to kill those deer. Hey, that was actually self-defense. He came and attacked me first after I shot an arrow in his head. So it was still self-defense, but I just used his strength again for my benefit. It wasn't slavery. As much as you like to think it is, it is. All right, let's do it. We'll throw the regular wood in with the smelter, and then we'll throw the fine wood in with into its proper spot. Along with all the other stuff that I have. That took care of most of it. I have gold in here, and then trophies in here. And hello, buddy. Goodbye, buddy. We'll repair that because it's going to get damaged along the way. Not in the right position. Still not in the right position. Come here, cart. There we go. I don't want to go to sleep with all that stuff out there because since it's so far away from base, it might despawn, and I want to get it. I don't want all that work that I did guiding the troll around to go to waste. And then on top of that, he's got troll leather, which, if I'm going to bronze, isn't going to help me at all, but whatever. Alright, we're going to go this way, I think. Hopefully all that wood and stuff doesn't weigh me down so much where I can't actually run up the hills and stuff. That would suck. Where am I going? This way. I will go ahead and collect stuff along the way. Might as well, right? Still need more leather. Look at all those sparklies. That's rocks and stuff from trees that got knocked down. easy day collecting all this stuff. And of course it all fits in my inventory. Like I didn't even need to bring it, but whatever. Take all, store all. I'm gonna cut down these the stumps so that way they can regrow. My dog is over here trying to get my attention. Every time I come and play on computer, and every time I stream for like the first hour or so, he'll play next to me and then try and get my attention to come play with him, even though I gave him attention all morning long. Well, not all morning, but most of the morning long. He just doesn't like it whenever I'm on the computer. He knows Chili says hi. I'm really thinking about getting him a brother or sister. But I don't know, maybe after I get a house. That might be something I'll look into more seriously. Well, my Eikthyr power, the boss power that I have that slows down my stamina drain, has worn off, so this will be a nice little trip back. See, that's what I'm talking about as far as night goes. I talked about it before, that night is more dangerous than the day because more enemies spawn. A Grey Dwarf like that does not spawn in the meadows where I am currently. So at night they do though, so you'll see more dangerous enemies at night. And I could eat another bite of honey. These raspberries because why not? That would have tempted me too much if I saw that. So please do not send that to me. I don't think I could afford having another puppy around right now. I think I'd have to cut my streaming down a little bit because of how much time it takes for how much time puppies take, you know what I mean? What do you mean Chili needs a new friend? She's got Kratos. Or is Kratos too much for Chili? Then why don't you get Chili a new friend? I'm sure Gus would love it. And Leo. Gus wouldn't even know what's going on. What are you talking about? Alright. 2 o'clock in the morning. Go to sleep. We'll wake up, see how much copper we have made, and then see what we can upgrade from there. Again, mainly looking to upgrade the axe, and then the armor. Mainly because I don't plan on getting hit too much. Most of his attacks are pretty easy to dodge. So, let's see what that gives us. A new feature in the new update is you can hit shift and it will craft 5 of whatever. You can't change it from 5. That's why I can't craft it, because I don't have enough copper overall. If I had 50 copper, I'd be able to craft 5 of them. But I don't yet, so we'll wait. We'll just wait for the copper to come out. You only need 6. Comes out pretty quick, I think. In the meantime, though, what can we do here? Can we upgrade our bow? No. Can we craft an upgrade to our workbench? Yes. Once we get this crafted, then we should be able to craft a I can get this to place right. I don't want to put it right in front of the door. Let's see if it'll go right there. Alright, now we should be able to upgrade our bow a little bit. Yes, we can. I'll go ahead and upgrade our shield just in case. We'll upgrade our deer hide cape, because we're going to keep the deer hide cape until we get to the mountains. So that's what, 4 biomes. So it's important to get that upgraded. The club, yeah, we'll go ahead and upgrade that. Even though whatever. We could have gone to a bronze club, but I'm not worried about that yet. We'll need the bronze club or mace for when we go to the swamp. So it has 35 blunt. Right now, a fully upgraded regular club only has 30 blunt. So that's something to pay attention to. Let's check this out real quick. So we can make carrot soup, which gives us 45 stamina and 15 health. Deer stew, which gives us 45 health and 15 stamina. And then we'll just use honey, which gives us 35 more stamina and 8 health. The way I figure it is that stamina is way more important in this game than health is, because if you run out of stamina, you can't attack, you can't run, and then they'll pretty much kill you. If you can collect more mushrooms. If you can run from the enemy, then you'll probably survive if you're like low on health and stuff. So, we need to collect some mushrooms from somewhere. You know what? Where a bunch of mushrooms I saw was over here next to the Elder. So let's go get some mushrooms from the Black Forest over here, and what we'll also do is prep the battlefield, so to speak, by making sure there's no enemies around. If these crypts are going to respawn enemies. Oh my gosh, here's a 2-star deer. Come here, deer. Oh, that didn't even kill him? Got it. Alright. Oh, hello. See, now it takes only 2 hits for me to kill a 1-star skeleton. Whereas before I upgraded it, it took me 2. Or 3. Alright. So mushrooms. We're on the hunt for mushrooms. Blueberries helps too. What we can do though to help us out is go over here, turn the vegetation quality to low. That takes away a lot of the ground clutter, which will help us find mushrooms easier. I don't want to get too close to the Black Forest. Yes. So there's some Draugr down there. I'm not going to go that way. I don't want to fight them. To me, they're more dangerous than a troll is right now. Well, maybe not with my upgraded shield, but last time I fought them, they staggered me even though I was blocking, so that's not something I want to test out right now. So we're going to collect some mushrooms, and then while we're at it, if we run into any carrot seeds, we'll pick them up and we'll use them. Like these over here. We need skeletal remains. Have I marked that crypt? I did not. Let's go ahead and mark this crypt as well. There's a bunch of carrot seeds over here. So I'm going around the Elder's spawn point, so that way I clear out as many enemies as I can. And we'll do this one more time before we actually fight the boss, because again, we just want to fight the boss. We don't want to fight the entire Black Forest. But in the meantime, my main concern is collecting mushrooms so that way I can make better food. Another thing I'm going to do is use these mushrooms to plant more mushrooms. I have a mod called Plant Anything, or Plant Everything mod, and that allows me to plant mushrooms. I think it's 3 mushrooms per planted mushroom. So I'd like to have 10 planted, so that way every few hours in game I get 10 mushrooms pretty easily. Okay, stop running from me. Alright, what's next? I'm not seeing any mushrooms on the map. We'll head south a little bit, and we'll come over to this crypt over here and take care of the skeletons that are over here. We'll mark the crypt on the map. And that is a 1-star bow and arrow skeleton. Alright. Excuse me. There's the other one. There's generally always 3 skeletons kind of guarding the crypts, so something to keep an eye on whenever you're near a crypt. So look for those 3 skeleton. And I've noticed in this playthrough that most of the time there's a 1 star. So there's like usually 1 star and then 2 regular skeletons. Alright, this spawn point won't bother us when we fight, so that's good. Going a little bit more south, picking up some thistles for later. I think they're used in poison meads, which we'll need to make before we go into the swamp. Alright, I think we've got a pretty good understanding of what's going on around here. So we will clear out this crypt area, collect some more seeds. I have 27 seeds, that's good. Go ahead and head back home for right now. We have 19 mushrooms, so we'll see how many with that will let us plant. We'll plant the rest of the carrot seeds as well. Throw everything else back in their respective spots. And then trophies go in here, as well as those seeds. And then we will go ahead and destroy those 2 things. Wood in here, and let's go out and plant these seeds. see how many it takes to plant these. And yeah, let's go ahead and do thistles as well. We'll put them back here. So it's 5 thistles and 5 mushrooms. Alright, so mushrooms can go here. Alright. We'll check on my boar. See how the crazy one's doing. He's at 56%. That's 36 mushrooms there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up those mushrooms. And I'm going to give him raspberries instead. Because raspberries are way easier to find than mushrooms. And then I can plant more of these. I'd like to get 10. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Alright. Now we'll come over here and we'll see how many carrot soups we can make. We can make 2. And then we'll only be able to make 1 deer stew. Alright. So, prepare everything. That's not what I wanted to do. I accidentally knocked down the eye clear trophy we had put up. See, now I hit shift and now it's going to make 5 batches of 5 bronze. Forest is moving. I'm getting attacked again. So this is what killed the boar last time. And why I built this wall. And a couple of the boar got in because the door was open. Alright, let's move these guys away from my house. Do this. Mess you guys up with some AoE damage. Not really affecting the brute though. enough with the let's see if I can get that shaman killed real quick. Before he kills me with his poison. I might die here, guys. Because I keep running out of stamina. Alright. Here is a trick that I know how to do. Okay, the forest isn't moving anymore, so a lot of them are going to go away. Down to 8 health. There it is. All right, well, let's run back out here, get my stuff back, and hopefully I don't die real quick. And that's going to be something that could kill me, is that poison. And that big guy right there. Ow. Need some food real quick. Ow. All right. Well, that was unfortunate, but oh well. The hope is that my boar survived, because that's all I really care about right now. So those raids happen every so often. There's like an actual calculation that goes on in the background about how often those raids happen. I don't know what they are off the top of my head. I looked them up at one point. So it's good to have some defenses. Since they're happening more often, I might take an episode to build at least like a trench around my base. Alright. Let's put all the stuff that all of our armor back on. And go through the things that we picked up. Stone. Dandelion. And wood. Alright, let's check on the boar. They survived. Check on our stuff because I heard them hitting this stuff. We're can. We're almost out of the copper here. We've got 23 copper left, 37 wood. We'll need to cut down a couple more trees, I think. Put the hoe back there, and then let's see what we can upgrade. Axe, that's what we need to upgrade. Can we do it twice? We can. Let's go ahead and upgrade our bronze plate tunic once. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this thing. And this is going to be my my raid weapon. Anytime there's a raid, I'm going to grab that weapon. Four out of four there. 3 out of 4 there. 4 out of 4 there. And why isn't the standing torch lit? So we'll move it to here. There we go. Actually, you know what we could do, since I've got everything that I want leveled up the way I want it. Let's put this here, and then this on it. That's our weapon for future raids. And then what I wanted to do was these things take 15 copper, so that'd be 8 for this little building. Six. Hammer. Destroy. Destroy. Now we can put these things up, which are a little bit nicer. And I think they give off a little bit more light. Sleep till the morning, and then what are we gonna do next? I mean, I guess we could go for the boss, right? I mean, why not? How much boss materials do I have? I have enough to kill him, what, 3 times, I think? Need that tower shield. Let's go ahead and destroy the tower shield. Alright. So Elder, let's see what we got. We've got our axe to level 3, which is good enough. And our armor is decent. We aren't going to use the shield because there's no point. So yeah, let's just go after him, see what happens. I mean, if I die, then we'll just keep attacking him until he dies. Oh, what I do need is fire arrows. So he's weak against fire. So we'll build some fire arrows to supplement our damage, because we aren't just going to attack him face to face. build a quiver yet? I need 20 leather straps. Alright. This will give us 100 fire arrows, which will be our primary source of damage, I think, against, other than our axe, of course. So there will be definitely times to attack him face to face with the axe, and then there will be times that we need to get out of there. So we'll go over here by these crypts again just to make sure that there's no skeletons that will pop up during the fight. Even though, seemingly with my luck in this game, this playthrough, they'll pop up anyway. But it doesn't hurt to actually look. Oh, another thing that I could do is make at least one of the new food. So like one of the carrot soup and one of the deer, whatever it's called. And that'll give me more stamina and health as well. So we'll do that real quick. Just make one for it now, because if I do die, then I'll just make another one. You know what I mean? Because when you die, all of your food stuff that's down here being used, over here being used, is goes away. So I'll make one of these. One of these. That'll give me more health. That'll give me equal. What is... So honey gives me more stamina than the boar jerky does, and I want to keep boar jerky for later. So now I have a bunch of health and some stamina. Alright, let's get out our axe. And throw that in there. Let's go. Let's get this boss. So you're looking for those little white dots that flow up in there. Wherever they collect is where he's going to spawn. If you run over here real quick, you can get some easy hits off of on him. Okay, so when he does those things, that's when you kind of need to run to a different area. And that's why we brought the fire arrows. Because those roots will come up and attack you, and they hit pretty hard. You hide behind this these pillars, and he can't hit you. Hide behind anything else and it'll damage. Now I could just hit them pretty quickly, but that leads into the whole thing of fighting him and the roots, and I don't want to do that. And the only attack he does whenever you're close is that stomping attack. But when he does those roots come up all around you and all around him. If you get in the middle of them, they're just gonna smack you around like crazy. So the arrows themselves don't do a lot of damage, but the fire does over time. So now they always come up around you. So when that happens, you get close to him, and then all you have to do is deal with his stomps. Make sure you keep an eye on your stamina. Then run from the roots. Hopefully he follows me. He did not. Well, I guess he kind of is. Ow. Oh, I didn't want to go in there. I mean, I guess I could just shoot him from here, huh? That's just too easy. I'd rather fight him than glitch him. It's more fun this way. I mean, I've seen people that would put fires out underneath him and he just burns to death, but to me this is more fun, just to fight him one-on-one using the tools that I have in hand. And fighting against his mechanics. You know. Makes the fight more interesting than watching him burn to death like this, kind of. But got him on the first try. So what he dropped is a swamp key, which we'll need for when we go into the swamps, hence the name. That will get us into the crypts that have the iron ore inside them. So that's the whole point of going into the swamp, is to get iron. And then there's a boss in there called Bone Mass that we need to get. Well, crap. So he dropped an gear that I just built, which is fine, whatever. And now we have a armor here. It gives us thorns. Thorns is damage to the enemy whenever they hit you. Feint. I don't know what feint is. What am I running? Let's find out what feint is. Feint. The player has X chance to automatically avoid all damage from an attack. That sounds pretty nice. What do I have on here? Glowing. Alright. That's way better. Avoiding damage is huge. We'll keep the glowing on there for now. And we can get him. I had 11. I have 8. So it takes 3. So we can attack him one more time. 2 more times. I'm going to try the spear real quick, see if that gives us quicker damage on him. So the difference between the spear and the axe is that the spear attacks a lot quicker, but the axe will do more overall damage as far as like... So a lot of weapons have the 3 different swings. First and second swing are normal damage, and then the third swing is usually more. The spear does not have that. It's just all normal damage. I'm going to use it as kind of a test here to see which one's faster. And also, I think the spear uses less stamina. So I can get a whole bunch more attacks off with the spear than I can with the axe. Oh no. Ow! See what I mean? That's why I don't hang around the roots. Sweet spot right now. No roots around me. I think this fight is going a lot faster than with the axe, so for the last fight, I'm going to use the spear again. Ow. And now I have a little bit more stamina. Didn't drop anything that time. But we got this breastplate, fire damage reduction, and stamina regen. That's not all that great. We'll wait for these roots to go away, and then we'll fight them one more time. Actually, we're going to go home real quick and repair everything. I think I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the spear once. Repair everything, upgrade the spear one more time. And then put all this armor. Actually, we can do one swamp key. We only need one swamp key. And then what I think we can do also is if we reclaim these things, it needs a recipe for magic runestone not known. Okay. Alright. Now we can come over here and we can reclaim runestone. You know how to get a magic runestone? Sacrifice an elder trophy. Now I can reclaim magic runestone. So I need a Eikthyr trophy to sacrifice. Now I can get it all. Okay. So reclaiming it from here is better than sacrificing it here. And I just remembered this. That's why I haven't been doing it. Because it gives you the materials back as well. Some of the materials back. So I kind of wish I remember doing that from before. But, oh well, that's alright. And then we'll take this guy down. And we'll put this guy up. And then we'll reclaim this one. And then we'll go back and we'll kill the Elder one more time. I'm just going to put one of these, two of these here. These all we need is 3. And we'll go kill the Elder one more time, see what kind of equipment we can get from him. Hopefully we can get like a helmet or some leggings, or even maybe a bronze shield. Having a bronze shield would be nice. Stamina is up, and we are ready to get this guy. Following the little white dots. How can a big guy like that be hidden so easily? With him. Yeah, the spear is definitely way faster, especially now that I've upgraded it a little bit. one too many hits. Thank you for following me, buddy. Woo! I got him right before he hit me. Alright, well, we got a cultivator. That's pretty pointless. That's right, though. Alright. Killed the Elder 3 times. Got some decent gear. Now base defenses are going to be a big thing because now we're going to start, if we get raided, we're going to get raided from swamp guys. So I think we're going to start planning out our defense. Don't need this cultivator, so we're going to go ahead and reclaim it. Get some bronze back. Get some other things. And we're going to favorite the swamp key so we don't accidentally sell it. And then tomorrow, first thing we'll go and get the Elder Trophy. There are enemies nearby. There are not enemies nearby. There is just a mean boar. Alright, so I think the rest of the stream is going to be mainly focusing on the base. Another thing we can do, if I have enough materials, is set up a portal by the spawn point where all these boss trophies are going to have to go. So we'll put this copper away real quick, and then we will get our portal and our workbench. Oops. So the smelter here stole the wood from my workbench that I just made. Looks like the carrot seeds are ready. Yep, they're ready. We will plant them when we get back from the, well, we'll plant them right now, actually. You know what? Why waste the time? Break out the cultivator. We can sacrifice a swamp key. Put those materials away. This one. So I mean, it makes sense that it takes stamina to farm, but Does it really need to take as much stamina as it does every time? You know what I mean? 14. Alright, so when we come back, we will probably have some of those carrots ready. And then, while we're running to go and put the portal and the boss head where I want them, I'm gonna grab 50 wood as well. We can collect more boar and deer and mushrooms and raspberries and stuff. I'm also going to collect some dandelions because I'm pretty sure the dandelions are required for something I need later on. I think it's like a health potion or something. Can't quite remember off the top of my head, but I know it's for something. It's going to be used for something. And having a bunch of them stockpiled is going to be way better than having to go search for things like I am the mushrooms and stuff like that right now. So boar and deer and all the things. Go ahead and grab some necks as well. Neck tails will be used later on. I haven't been farming them very much, mainly because there are just so many around. It's not hard to find a neck. So they're an easy thing to farm, unlike mushrooms and raspberries and deer and boar. Even dandelion are more rare than necks are, I think. Are you kidding? I don't need that anymore. But we are heading all the way up here. Our trees are back. Where am I going? I'm just gonna stay in this open field for now. I say that as I go into the trees to collect some berries. Alright. Unfortunately, the boar breeding has not paid off this this playthrough because we had that raid that killed the original first 2 boar. So now we're starting over with a second pair, and one of them is being very stubborn and doesn't want to tame. So that's why we're having to collect boar out in the wild. If I can hit the boar instead of the bush. Definitely need more mushrooms. A lot of mushrooms spawn near the are usually on the map near the spawn point, so we'll collect as many as we can find on our way up, just to help us out with the food situation. Alright, here we are. Alright, so I got the trophy. Go ahead and put him up here. And what he does is he allows us to cut down trees faster. So, stamina loss slower, cut trees down faster. I generally don't use that so much because, to me, cutting down trees is just part of the game cycle. It's not unenjoyable. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy cutting down trees in this game. So what we'll do is build our workbench where we can build our workbench. Somewhere. Right there. And then we'll build our portal here. Now all we need to do is just build a little wall around it. So what I'm thinking about doing, just one here, one there, and then just cut it sideways. And this is just to give it a little bit of protection from any kind of weirdos that want to attack it while I'm gone. There. And I forgot to name the portal back at home, so we'll name it Spawn. And then we'll come back through. And this is another perfect example as to why you have two. There are some people that have a huge, like, portal building for their hundreds of portals or whatever it is. I don't find that necessary at all. As long as you have two. See? And then I mark it on the map. Just like that. And now, easy done. And I don't have to have a whole wing of a building dedicated just to portals. I just need two of them. Because now, let's say I wanted to go to the Elder again. That spawn point is still called Elder. All I have to do is rename this one Elder, and I can go to it. As long as I keep this one unnamed, I can always come back home. As long as I have a portal materials on me. I would like to get a quiver, but I need 11 more leather scraps. So here's what I'm planning on doing. That guy is taking 4 freaking arrows because he is always scared. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move them down a little bit away from, I think I might move him down here. So let's go and get our hoe here. We'll flatten out some ground. Trying to think ahead, because if I'm going to keep this base as my main base, if I move them down here, then they're going to stay down here. If I want to make this bigger, which I probably will, I need to figure that out before I go too far. I also need my pickaxe to get rid of some of these rocks. So, thinking ahead, which is unusual for me, I'm going to get these rocks out of the way, get these logs and fallen trees out of the way. also have to think about the protective wall that I'm planning on building around this place. I don't want it to be too massive, but I want it to be big enough to hold everything I need, right? So, maybe let's rethink this. Hold on. Dock is going to be here. It's going to take up, it's going to probably come inland a little bit, just so I don't have to be dealing with ground and the water so much. So the dock is going to come inland a little bit. If I put the bore here, actually, and actually, like, this right here would be just fine. See, this is the part that I get hung up on, is the future plannings of the base. Some guys can do it very easily and just know exactly what they want to do. And also moving the boar away will avoid that, because angry boar is considered an enemy when he's angry. He is always angry. I don't know why he's so angry. So in order to keep my base relatively compact, what I think I'm actually going to do is just build this out right here. Flatten the ground. Eat some more stamina. Alright, and then we're just going to take these walls down and just build out from there. He damaged it big time. That's why we need a dock. But I'm not building a full dock until we get stone. We aren't doing stone until we go into the swamp, so it'll be a bit before we do stone. That should be fine. Again, this is just to protect against raids, like we had before, so they don't come in and kill our boar again. Just for now, until we actually build a barrier around our base. We could do a log wall like this around our base, or we can build a trench. If we build a log wall, then the enemy can damage it. If we build a trench, then they can't get past the trench. So, I don't know which one I want to do yet. So I was thinking I could just let them roam in this entire area, but that kind of defeats the purpose of what I'm thinking about doing here. So what I'm going to do is give them a little bit more room down here. And then we'll flatten it out. And then we will build our little fence away from the fence. So the idea is that if the bad guys do come, I'll do it 2 away, I think. If the bad guys do come, then they are not going to be able to attack them through the wall. Do here is we'll make like a little corridor for our boar. So they can come down here without escaping into this area. The main problem is the mean boar will be easier to get his attention and follow. See? And I'm just going to leave him down here by himself for now, because they don't really need to breed. Well, they can't breed until they're both tamed. So there's that. So he needs to tame and not be scared of everything that he sees. I think he was scared of the fires inside my building. And I think that's what's freaking him out every time. But I can't be certain. So the only thing I can do is move him away, and hopefully that solves the problem. I'll harvest these, and I have no idea why I'm getting 2 every once in a while. I don't know if that's a new thing in the game since the last patch or what, but every once in a while I've been getting 2 like that. See, there was 2, and the little sound plays, and it must be a new thing because that wasn't in the base game, and it could be one of my mods. I don't know. So, alright, we'll wait for those last 2 carrots to mature, and come over here. All of our copper is done. We have some extra coal. Throw those away. Those away. Got some stone from the mining we did. Alright. Okay, so figuring out the boundaries of the base. Let's see. At least for now. So I think I'm just going to do a regular wall. I think I'm going to do it from like over here. Mainly because I don't know where the dock is gonna really form up, you know what I mean? So let's clear out some of these little trees here. And then what we'll do is we will kind of like get our hoe out, and we can build a path and just kind of mark where the tree can go. Get rid of this rock here. Not where the tree can go, but where the fence can go. So we'll build a fence up this way. Actually, we'll start it here. I think. This pathing is just going to help me know where to eventually build the fenced line. So I think for now we're just going to go with the fence line. And if we really need to get into building a moat or whatever, then we can do that. That's something for later on down the road, I think. I mean, at this point, the most dangerous attack that I can get against my camp, I think, are going to be 2 trolls. And I mean, they'll break down through the fence pretty quickly, regardless of what I do. So. Am I really, like, going at an angle here? Kinda. Get rid of this stone. I think that gray dwarf up there just literally spawned as soon as I started hitting this rock. Need these bushes in the way either. What do you think about this? So now we can kind of go that way through the trees there until we reach the other side of our farm, and then we'll make our way down to the oak tree and we'll see where that leads us. So I'm not going to have this nice straight line anymore because we're going against the squares, I guess you could call it. You know what I could do is any wood on me. So my thought was to build a quick, like, wall angle to make sure that I'm angling everything right. Because the last thing I want to do is, you know, get it all messed up here. I want everything to fit right, you know what I mean? I guess it is making a straight line. Let's keep going then. And then this tree we'll just cut down. And then we'll take the stump away. And then we'll also kill the sapling. Because we don't want that tree to grow back up in the middle of our fence. Straight enough. I think we'll go down that little corridor between the trees, so that way I'm not having to cut down a bunch of trees. We're gonna keep these two though. And oh, which way are we gonna go? Down, straight down that way? That looks all right. I want to keep that tree because it's a birch tree and it has the fine wood. So we're just going to keep going. And my hoe is almost broken, so we're gonna go repair it real quick. Repair everything I can. Let's go back out. And then I think we're gonna cut it to right before that oak tree. I don't know if I want to keep the oak tree in the fence line or not. Well, that line isn't straight at all. That line should have come to here. I'm not going straight. This can be frustrating, you see what I mean? Like, it's just the plan, but still, you know. Once I start building the wall, maybe it will come out. Yeah, we'll come out around, we'll have the tree just inside down here. this way. All right. Well, and once we start building the actual wall, we'll straighten all this stuff out. Alright. I haven't heard the boar get scared since I moved him down there, so that's good. $364 wood. I think the let's see. Yeah, it takes 4 wood per wall. I think those necks are going after my ship again. Yep, they are. Oh, it's not a neck. It's a freaking grayling this time. About half. That's fine. Like I said, once I am able to get enough iron to build a stone cutter, then that'll give me the ability to build the dock I want. Alright, so the goal for today is to build the wall. Get that wall complete, and then I can take this wall down. And then we have less to worry about as far as outside enemies coming in and ruining our day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab our cart right here. And that's where we're going to put all of our wood. And I mean all of it. Everything else we're going to put away. So So we're going to go over here where the better starting area was, and then we'll finish up however the fence decides to finish up. Okay, so crafting benches have a boundary. You see the red circle around and white circle? That's their building boundary. So in order for me to do this efficiently, I need to place this where I can build and not have to move it so much. Alright. And then I can craft from the cart, taking materials from the cart instead of having them in my inventory. But the cart also needs to be a certain distance away from me. So, and also only I need to be in the circle. So I can still build outside of the circle as long as my body is still inside the circle. We're going to go a little bit out just to make it a little bit harder for enemies to make their way in. Do that. So all I'm doing here is just keeping it straight and following the train. Trying to get these as close to online with where I'm at, or where I initially lined them up at. Let's build that one up. Did not mean to hit that button. Alright, then we destroy this guy. We take this guy. Move them up. I'm going to move it outside and start building from the outside, because if I get too close to the smelter, he'll start taking the wood from here and trying to get to coal. I don't want that. Alright, so building our crafting bench again. I want that last one to be just outside the circle. Kind of like that. So then I can come back here. I can continue building. So you can see my line isn't, even though it's straight for the pathing, it was not straight for building the fence. That works. You're definitely going to need more wood. Since we need more wood, let's go ahead and cut down this tree. So one problem a lot of players come into when they're building around their base is they forget to eat. It's not a problem until you get attacked, or until you fall. Like if you're making a big building and you fall from too high, then that fall will kill you. Luckily it's around your base, but it's still a death, and every time you die, it takes away a little bit of your experience. So what I mean by that is that this right here is all of my experience that I've gained. The red line is progression to the next level, so I'm almost at level 19 of jumping. And that progression is what is lost when you die. So if I died right now, this red bar would be all the way back down to 0. And you gain experience in each thing as you use it. So if I jump a couple times, you can kind of see that there's a couple of spots right here. If I jump a couple times, and then come back to it, see, now I'm 19. It doesn't update in real time apparently, but that's how you get levels. And then down here at the bottom, one of my mods gives me progression to the next character level. So skill levels and character levels are two different things. So now that we're past the kiln and smelter, we'll go ahead and work on this side. That looks about right. Yeah? I mean, I guess we... Nope. Yeah, that looks fine. Fine. We're just kind of following the terrain, as you see. It doesn't snap when... So the parts can snap like this when they're lined up perfectly. But if you want them to follow the terrain, you got to point it at the ground and then line it up yourself. Which to me makes the whole entire fence look more natural. See how it kind of went down and then came back up and so on and so forth? It just, to me, it looks better than flattening everything out and then, you know, building it around it like that. Did not want to do that. An easy way to get out of the cart is to dodge roll out of it. That's what I've been doing. Okay, look for that line, get it at the base of that last spot. Good enough. Oh, that's not even upright. Alright, time to go cut down a bunch of trees. Another thing we can do is we can come over here and we can destroy this little house, which will give us some easy wood. Just by building this here and then destroying it all. This won't give us a lot of wood, but it'll give us some, and it's faster than cutting down trees. Okay, you want to talk about efficiency. Let's get these and see how many of these will come down. All together. And we'll also get these deer as well since they're standing right there so nicely and perfectly. We'll go and collect this stuff real quick. It's annoying when you miss because that's an arrow that you just lost. At least when you hit them, you know that that arrow didn't go to waste. Nope, tree didn't even move. That tree still hasn't moved. There it goes. Not on top of me, please. We'll take that pine wood. We'll need it later. Always destroy your stumps so that the trees can grow back. And I should have brought my cart. See, right now would be the time that I would want the Elder's power, because it would make cutting down trees a lot faster for like 2 minutes. But again, for some reason I just never, like, it's great and all, but I hear something attacking something. Must have been that guy attacking my my workbench. Did this really just prop itself up on 2 rocks? Like, can I hit it from here? No, of course not. Okay, what I can do is I can cut this tree down. Like I said, I can cut this tree down. There we go. It is getting really dark. I can't really see much, so we're gonna take all of this stuff and we're gonna head home and we'll come back to it tomorrow. Then we'll put all of this stuff away. Go to sleep. Nice and foggy morning. And of course the necks are attacking the boat. I mean, why wouldn't they? So as it is right now, the wall isn't going to protect us from those necks, but that's okay. What we can do is we can build certain things that prevents spawning of enemies. And again, when we build it out, that will provide us an area where we can put those things. I forget what they're called, but they're in my miscellaneous. There's these things, wards. So we'll put wards out, and that prevents things from spawning. In an area around them. Sorry, I was listening to see if I heard something attacking something else. Oh yeah, it was that boar attack my workbench. So enemies will almost always attack things like your workbench and well, the important things like the boats and stuff like that. They won't generally just attack walls or buildings, from what I've seen. They just attack important things like my workbenches or my tamed animals and stuff like that. So that can become frustrating, which is why we're building the Great Wall around our base. Prevent those guys from infiltrating it all the time. Alright, now what we do is get everything back, and we should have enough to finish the wall, I think. Yeah, that should be plenty to finish the wall. Should be. Well, it either is or it isn't. So I guess we're gonna find out. Put this over here somewhere. Build our crafting bench right about there. Looks good. And then our walls. Let's go ahead and break this rock up. What the heck was that? Yep. I'm gonna need to repair this boat real quick. Let's get some wood. Come back and repair it. Is you can't repair anything without having a workbench nearby. since I'm building it again, might as well build it where I won't have to hopefully build it again. Should be enough to get me to the end of this. Now where am I going to turn it? I think we're going to go one more. Yeah. And then start going around. Like, I could have flattened out this little mound here, but why? There's really no point in flattening that out. It just takes time and energy, stamina. Like, I could have flattened all this stuff out, but that would have taken way too much. Not in the right position, my butt. I think we're going to do one little turn or two. Okay. I literally just repaired this thing. Did you quit it? Quit attacking my boat. Okay, so what I am going to do here, though, is I am going to bring this down. And I think what I'm kind of hoping to do is I'll probably have to build a wall around this bay and connect it to the dock over there, just to keep like the necks and other things out, like, for good. So we'll see how it goes. That is an in time thing. I guess that's kind of what I'm prepping here, is just to maybe go around the bay a little bit. So like we might cut that back and then bring that around. Might even build the ground up to kind of give us a little like I don't know, like a storm surge wall, I guess you could call it. Alright, but that's our entire wall. Now we have to figure out where we want to put our gates. I think I'm going to put one right here. I'll probably put one up there. I'll probably put a third one over there. So, let's get to that. So like, what, right here? That's good. These two, I think, and then we get these two walls or doors. And then I'm going to flatten this stuff out a little bit. around it, so that way if I am bringing the cart around, I don't have to worry about elevation changes, things like that. If you're curious as to why the doors open automatically by themselves, it's because I have a mod that does that. And then, yep. So my mod automatically opens doors when I get close to them. And closes them when I leave. It's just one of those simple things. I hate opening doors, but I do like to have them. Alright, so where is door number 2 going to go? Right up here, I think. Yeah, we'll do those two. So I always look for the 2 panels that are pretty even with each other. I'm not rolling out. Okay. Did I leave my workbench over there? No, I did not. So workbench. And then I'm going to do these 2. Flatten out the ground around it again, just like I did with the other one. There goes some wood into the kiln. That's alright. Okay. Here fits. And then again, flattening out the ground around it. We'll destroy that stone. Get rid of this guy. Just and then yeah, that'd be good enough. I think that's enough doors. I don't think we need any more. So what I'm gonna do is collect those, and then we're gonna put our cart back over here. Oh, our carrots should be done. So let's put our wood away. Put our wood away, put everything else away. Nails, stone, resin, and that's it. And we're going to repair everything else. Get our cultivator. Repair it before we start working. And then we're just going to collect up all these carrots. I'll have to check my mods to see if this doubling of resources is a mod or what. I kind of feel like it's cheating a little bit, but because it's a random chance, maybe not. I don't know. Alright, so now that we have... That's not what I wanted. I just need 2 rows of 10 of these, because that's all that I ever make. Again, that'll give us 60 seeds. Alright, now we can see how much of the carrot soup we can make. We can make 10 at least. That's all I care about. So it says we can't make deer stew because we don't have any cooked deer meat. And so we have to, what we'll do is, we will destroy that for now. We'll build a couple of these. So then we can grab a bunch of these. Start cooking them. The reason why I'm taking them out and putting them in my bar is because then I can select the actual deer meat. If I just clicked on the cooking stations, it could pull out the boar meat as well, and I want to keep the boar meat raw for when we get to the mountains, because some of the food that's required in the mountains needs raw boar meat, which is why I haven't been using it at all. So this gives us 6 at a time. Takes about 25 seconds or so to cook it. We'll cook all these up real quick, and maybe while one batch is cooking, we'll go check on the boar, see if he's tame yet. If he is, after we're done cooking the deer meat, we will build the boar breeding tower. Alright. Let's go check on the boar. Gotta be quick with this, because if is he's friendly. Nice. Alright. So yeah, we'll cook some more deer meat. We'll cook all of our deer meat, and then we'll put the cooked deer meat in here. And then we might move some things over so that way we have raw and cooked deer meat boxes. Exciting, I know. But it's something that's got to be done. Like, not all of this game is entertaining to watch or do, but it's still part of the game, and it's something you got to do. So what we'll finish cooking up a couple of these, and then we don't need all of them. We just need enough for now. So I think 2 stacks is going to be enough. I think I'm going to go ahead and throw these in here. And then yeah. Once these are done cooking, we'll move all this stuff around. Okay. Give me all those. Give me all those. Give me all those. So we have 8. Should be. These, give me all these, give me all these. Put those there. We'll put anywhere there, 8. Those there. Put these here. And then carrots. Now, go ahead and store those things and rebuild our cauldron. Now we can make some deer stew. 10 of them, and that will replace our yellow mushrooms, I think. Or, well, actually, it'll replace our honey. Yeah, it'll replace our honey, because we'll need the honey later. So actually, the carrot soup is what's replacing the honey. And the deer stew is replacing the deer meat that we had. Now we can throw the honey in here. Now we can go sleep. So, when we wake up in the morning, we'll look at the area where the boar were, and build the boar tower, boar breeding tower, which can be tricky. I'm trying to remember how I built it before. So the object of this is to get the boar up on a tower. I think it's 10 meters from where the rest of the boar are. So that way they breed continuously. And then the only 2 boar that I have to breed are these 2. Okay. And then they'll also be relatively protected from the enemies. And we can actually take this stuff down now. We have a bigger wall. Protecting us from the attacks. Throw this into the throw wood in there for now. We'll have to come back out and get it, but this is just so I can collect it all and figure out how I want to do this. So I need 2 of these. Here's all the. This is what's going to build our tower, the core wood. So we put this kind of in the center, not in the center. That's high enough for the boar to breed without any interference. So they will continuously breed for the rest of their lives with that right there. And then we will do something like that. Actually, hold on. We'll do something like this. Alright, and now comes the fun part. Gotta support your builds. Easy day. All right. Next, we're going to build a railing. I don't need that much. Railing every 2. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. All right, so here's the hard part. Trying to figure out how to get these boar up here in the right spots. And then not have them fall down, but also able to have the baby boar fall down. Does that make sense? So we're trying to keep the big boar up here, but the baby boar to fall. And it's a very fine line of how that fits. But I think I'm gonna just try doing it like this, where that's a base. I realized what I just did. And the trick is to get both boar up here. Both of them. Getting one up here is easy, but getting both, well, I guess we're all about to find out, aren't we? Alright, I'm trying something here that's... So again, the object of the game is to have 2 boar up here and keep the 2 boar up here. I think I'm gonna try that. Maybe the other way? You think? No. Let's just try that just to see. And then, actually what I'm gonna do close enough, right? Should do that. I'm hoping that angle will keep the big boar out and just plop the baby boar in. You know what I mean? It's a science, I know. And this is just guardrails to help the boar from falling off the stairs. You'll see what I mean. Like, you thought aggressive boar were annoying? Wait until you see what I have to do to get these non-aggressive boar where I want them to go. It's even more stupid. Alright, so we're gonna guide them from here. I need to go get wood. Oh, I was about to do something stupid. I was about to destroy that other fence. And that would have let out, well, that probably would have let out the one friendly boar that I have up here. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to build a fence line. So I can just push the boar. That rock's going to be in the way. Did I line this up perfectly? I think I did. This is a just in case measure here. Okay, I need to go get the pickaxe to destroy that rock. I have my pickaxe on me, I didn't realize it. Pickaxe, rock. Alright, now comes the fun part, getting this guy up there and keeping him up there. You can't, they don't go with you, you have to push them. Oh, okay. Or they will just go. That maybe he didn't like me being on top of him. Alright. So here's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to problem solve. Because I have to push him up. And I can't. No. So I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to run back to his spawn point. I've had problems with this before. Like, they are tough when they don't want to move the direction that they want to move. So, like, see how he's fighting me? And I can't move. I can't run faster than this. Like, he's a strong boar. He's a strong freaking boar. And he's not going to do anything but fight me. Alright. Well, the option number 2 is to go sailing and search for a kraken. I think it's called a kraken. All they are just floating land, pretty much, in the middle of the ocean. And that's not what I want to do. That's not what I wanted to do. And we need to get some materials from them in order to create a harpoon. once I'm able to craft a harpoon, then dragging them up is not going to be as much of an issue. So we will come out here. We'll just come straight out here and we'll just kind of search. Search for Kraken. Another thing that'll help us do is it'll give us, hopefully we can get enough to where we can craft an abyssal knife, which is a very strong weapon early on. So like that little mound out there could be, that guy could be a Leviathan, Kraken thing that I'm looking for, or it could just be land. We'll know it when we get close to it. Either that, or I have to find another boar that doesn't want to run back home, back to its original spawn point. Because that's all it wants to do. And it'll fight me every single time. Boar breeding is really annoying. Or can be, if you want to do it efficiently. We need to make sure that we're out in the ocean. I don't go that far. It would be really cool if that was one and that was one. But it's not. Is it? Can't tell yet. That one isn't for sure. And this one doesn't look like it is either. No, that's not. Oh, what was that? It's already becoming late. Forgot to check the time before I headed out. That's alright. Then again, the sea snake could come and attack me at night. Serpent, sea serpent. Let's see. Anybody out there? And the crabby thing is that they're so far apart from each other usually that you find one and that's great, but usually one isn't going to give you enough materials to craft what you want to, much less upgrade it. So I'll just have to keep our eyes open. I think what I'll do though is I'll kind of go up and around my base island, just kind of make our way around. Do our exploring that way. That way we're not ever really too far away from the base, I guess. It's the wind that's going to keep us from actually exploring. wind definitely needs to shift, though. The boss for the mountains named M-O-D-A-R, Modar. When you kill her, you get a power that makes the wind at your back at all times. So when you're sailing, you hit that, the wind will be in the direction of your travel the entire time. But that's a long time from now. So we're going north, that's great. I'm not seeing any Leviathans or Krakens pop up. I usually call them Leviathans. I don't know if that's their actual name. It could be Kraken. I can't remember. Alright, the wind shifted. That's good. We'll go this way, keeping our eye on our main island base. And we'll just sail forever. Either until we find what we need, or we make it all the way around. I don't know how big this island is. Either, so there's that problem that we haven't figured out. So we're just exploring at this point. I need to make sure I'm in the ocean, or else I'm not going to see these things. It looks like we're coming up, like the land looks like it curves around up here, from what I can tell here. There it is. That's what we're looking for. That right there. Thank you. Hopefully we get enough materials to make one harpoon. That's all I care about. Is one harpoon for right now. And then we'll figure out the dagger later. So the problem with this guy is, the reason why I say we're not going to get enough materials is because after a short period he will go under the water. And if you're using all of your stamina to mine, because we do have to mine the stuff off of his back, then you don't have enough stamina to swim. And if you lose all of your health, then you die when you're swimming. And there is the major problem. And I might have just killed myself. Okay. So there is the sea serpent that I was telling you about. Which I could absolutely just, like, shoot him. Maybe. Okay, hit him once. That's gonna get his attention. I don't want to do whatever. Fine. So I guess I surprised him. The crappy thing about this is that his scales and stuff, some of the things that I need to create things for, are going to sink to the bottom of the ocean. And I swear to God, if you destroy my boat, I'm going to be so mad at you. Oh, he died. He died. Okay, cool. So, I'll take it. I will take what I can get from that experience. Alright, so I'm going to paddle my happy butt over here and get the meat. This should be the meat from him. And then the scales, of course, to the bottom of the ocean. Which there's a mod that you can get where everything floats, but I think that's a bit too unrealistic. So I usually don't go for mods like that. I kind of like things to be a little bit realistic, but on top of that, the things that you can make from his scales I don't ever use, so the meat will be great because that's going to be an awesome I think it's for health. I think it gives like 70 some odd health, and we have 6, so that will be helpful later. So there is actually a strategy to harvesting his things. I don't know what they're called. I like to park myself next to a group of them with the ladder facing towards this little island thing, that I guess you'd call it. And then that way I'll kind of move myself closer to him as we mine. And I try and find this group of 4 because there's always a group of 4. And we just mine these. This is where a bronze pickaxe would come in handy. So his grumblings are nothing important until he starts to sing. And he's starting to sink. So I'm going to try and get one more maybe. Okay. And stamina got up enough. Ooh, just in time. Alright, that gave me 16. I was hoping for like 20. But 16 is good. Good enough. Alright. Let's go ahead and head back. And of course the wind is against us. Like we need to go this way, and the wind is coming from that way. So let's just go south. Hope that the wind changes. And see if that was enough to make the harpoon. We should make it back to base by morning. Because we gotta come all the way back down here. So we're coming straight south because of wind. And then hopefully the wind will shift in time for us to... Or I could just destroy the boat and then run back. I think I'm just going to do that. Instead of fighting the wind. I've got enough... carry weight capacity to do that, so... I'll just go onto the land and run back home from there. I want to run this aground as much as I can in order to be over as shallow of water as I possibly can. Okay, I'm going to back up a little bit. I do not want to get off right next to those guys fighting there. Move up this way a little bit into the... Again, I'm looking for ground that is really shallow. So get this on. This looks like a shallow one. I didn't get the nails. That's what I was afraid of. Was that this wasn't shallow enough for me to get the nails. They're right there. Did I pick them up? I did. Whew. Thank you. Alright. Now we'll go ahead and pick up all this stuff that they left us from killing each other. And now we'll just run home. I can use Eikthyrs power to just run home. Once we get home, we'll see if we can build the harpoon, and then I think I will call it after that for the day. And then tomorrow, when I stream again, we can check out to see if we can get the boar up the stairs so he can breed. I might also just look up the other boar breeding building. It's more complicated than what I'm trying to do. I'm just doing a post in the sky, and but the benefits of it is that it's more automatic, and it kills the boar by smoke instead of me having to go kill them myself. Because with what I have now, I have to go and kill them after they have grown up enough. I don't really care about collecting things right now. I just kind of want to get us back to base. I will go ahead and kill this boy though. when you're wet, like it's because it was raining, I have 2 minutes of wet debuff. Your stamina returns slower. So even though I have Eikthyre's power on for another 3 minutes, it still takes a long time for the stamina regen. Alright, now we're heading down. And there's my wall. I didn't kill this guy just because he's important. Huh, my bees must have killed a neck. That's why I picked up a neck tail there. Alright. Is it on this side? I think it's on this side. Yep, see, it doesn't give you enough. I need 30. And the Abyssal Razor needs 20. So, we'll need to go find another guy like that in order for us to do what we need to do. So I'll put everything away and then we'll head out for the day after we check on our boar. I'm gonna put this stuff in here. I have to remember that I don't have my boat anymore. Alright, so that's that. I'm gonna check on our boar real quick again and see if he's still stuck in his corner. It looks like he is. So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to release the other one. 6. For that. And then I'm going to drop some food on over here by this that I don't have on me. And I'm going to push that boar next to the other boar, and then hopefully they can breed. I don't need a lot of food for them. Alright, she's scared for some reason, or he, or it. Now I have the same problem, is that this one's frightened. Hey there, Nancy. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I've been streaming for about 3 hours now, 3.5. Been trying to get this boar problem fixed, but they keep being annoying. So that's kind of what I've been doing today. Built a wall around our base. And now I'm just trying to get these boar to actually breed. But this one right here is being stubborn and doesn't want to go where I want it to. Oh, thank you. So we've had plenty of challenges today. We beat the Elder, which is good. Hence the fence. Because I didn't want the swamp raids to kill my boar. So I don't play any games on stream other than this right now. But I do play other games other than this on my own time. Go ahead and deconstruct this stuff. Yeah, I played them as well. I played both Red Dead Redemption and Elden Ring. I haven't beat either one of them, but I played them. I mean, those games are so open world and so long that it takes a lot of time to play them. So maybe one day I might stream those, but for right now I'm kind of focusing on this game. Um, that and I know from watching other streamers that getting into Elden Ring as a streamer is very difficult because people are very negative if you don't play the way that they want you to, I guess. So, yeah, I'm just going to stick with something that's simple, laid back, and, doesn't require me to suck, I guess. Because Elden Ring is a very hard game. But other games that I've been playing lately have been Path of Exile 2 and Project Zomboid. Alright, well, I was planning on ending my stream here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Nancy, I'm sorry you missed it, but I pretty much stream every day from noon till about 4, sometimes earlier than that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it today, and I'll stream again tomorrow. But until then, I guess I'll talk to you guys later.